Love it. Hey guys, welcome to Killer Drums TV. I am Tony Moore and we're here with special guest, Jackie Barnes. We're in the home of drums today, Mooloolaba Music. Thank you, Mooloolaba Music, for letting us film in your space. And something's happened because all the drums have shrunk. What is going on, Jackie?
We just had dinner, so we're a bit bigger.
We did. We did just have dinner, so for a little bit. Anyway.
No, so we've got this is actually probably one of my favorite compact kits out on the market.
Very cool.
And you know, a lot of brands do compact kits nowadays, but they tend to be mostly in the beginner to intermediate level.
Because they're doing it as like a low cost entry kit.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And also kind of doubles as like a kid's kit or like,
yeah,
you know. But this is one of the high end ones. This is British made.
British
drum company,
yep.
So
British drum
one
company.
of our favorite brands. We
Yep.
we
Beautiful.
love these guys, and these are high-end English-made shells. They're made in Manchester in the UK.
Sweet.
And these cater to not only people who want to have a small option for maybe kids or
or not waste money on a cheap kit.
Exactly.
But buy a quality instrument that will grow. You'll never outgrow it.
And it's also something you could gig on. Like this is like.
Now you have one of these.
I have one of these.
Yeah.
In the black. So I'll get to the finish afterwards. But basically the IMP, which is the series. So this is the British Drum
It's
Co.
called the IMP.
The IMP.
Love it.
It's only offered in black.
Yeah.
In a kind of matte black finish. And I've got one of them, and it's fantastic. So great for like small gigs, little kind of beer gardens or just small like clubs that you need to kind of.
But it's also musical. Like it's not just a compact kit.
No,
it has its own tone.
they have a full sound.
Yeah.
And with the right heads, the right tuning, the right mics.
Yeah.
As you'll hear, or as you heard in that intro, they can sound big and full and tonal and just beautiful. Yeah.
So what kind of sizes have we got?
So it's a 16 by 10 bass drum.
Yep, so a little bit more shallow than normal.
Shallower, so we like
Lower
shallow
end,
drums, more lower end. 10 by 6 rack tom.
Great size on a tom.
13 by 10 floor tom.
13,
Yeah,
wow.
it's really cool.
That does not sound like 13.
No. And then a matching 12 by 5.5.
Yeah, and now that's got the Steve Jordan all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can get these with or without the snare. So it comes as a three-piece.
I love that it's matched though.
Oh, it's super cool. So this finish, so again with British Drum Co., a couple of years ago I was talking to Keith who makes them and was saying how I wanted one-off pieces.
Yep.
And I said, would you make me an imp in a different finish, something that is kind of a little, something you might have offered on another series, but not in the imp.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, what do you want? And I kept seeing photos of this Legend series, like a limited edition, the executive finish. And that's this. It's like a pinstripe.
It's great. Yeah, it does. It's definitely pinstripe. That has a bit of a Star Wars kind of vibe too.
Bit of that, and then a bit of like Saville Row kind of tailored suit.
Because it's almost like a thread, isn't it? It's like a thread.
And I don't know how he does the finish, but it's wonderful. It's so gorgeous, and it's so cool.
It's very nice. And again, I'm looking inside that drum, and just the detail again.
Yep.
It's just so nice to see people take care of even a washer on the inside of a drum.
Yeah. And
beautiful.
Wood, and it's got like the British Drum Co. on it. And then like the badge, we've talked about the badge before. There's a silver insert under it, so it's real kind of like subtle.
That's pretty.
And then they've got executive for the finish.
I love it.
And then even again, like they have this little imp badge on here on the normal imps, the black ones. But this one they've got special edition, so they've kind of done a little custom badge for it, just because it's a one-off. So
I love it.
This is beautiful, and this is one of 3 kits that I ordered in, and each one of them a Legend, a Lounge, and an Imp.
Yep. So now Legend up here.
I mean,
they're all
high end, so
but it's a bit more boutique.
Yeah, the Legend is a bit more catered to like your pop rock players. The Lounge is catered to that kind of vintage vibe.
Okay, cool.
With a bit more of a round over bearing edge, kind of a.
Yep, I like a nice round over.
And then this one is it's still a high end kit, but different shell composition again. So you've got in the Legend series, you've got Scandinavian birch, 100%.
Yep. Beautiful.
In the Lounge, you've got mahogany with Scandinavian birch.
Yep.
In a thinner shell, and
So
then
a
this
bit
one
more
you've got-
low end.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
this one you got maple, birch, and tulip wood.
Oh, cool. So tulip's quite a
Yeah.
hard timber.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's maple, tulip,
Beautiful.
birch.
Yeah, great.
And again, so a different tone,
Yep.
different sound, because they don't generally use maple in their shells. So you've got
Yep.
that
That's
maple
sweet.
in there.
And now it's got the same kind of palladium, I think you were saying.
Yeah,
Palladium
so the
lugs.
palladium hardware just in a, slightly
It's just so cool.
used in a different way, and then again the director shell mount, which is awesome.
Yep.
They've got their own kind of design on the tom mount.
I love the simplicity of just a director shell.
Yeah.
Now, we know, like rims on a drum, for those who don't know, rims is a metal frame to isolate it, stop vibration. And they sound fantastic, but they're so cumbersome.
Yeah.
And it's like, well...
And sometimes they look ugly. A lot of them
Yes,
don't
too much
look great.
metal.
And they kind of draw your attention away from the
Yeah.
drum itself. So
And they become heavy.
the simplicity of a
love
director
it.
shell. And these have really good isolation, so you don't lose
Yeah.
any tone.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't. And on that floor tom,
And they use the
again,
same.
it's
They
just-
use the same mounts for their floor tom legs.
Yep.
So it's a really smart way of doing it, and especially for this compact kit,
Yeah.
it's just great. These just are really cool.
So let's just have a listen to the sound of each drum.
Yeah,
Just run over them. Let's
Yeah.
have a listen
Yeah.
and see what they sound like.
sure. So I'll do it with snare wires off and then
Yeah.
the wires on. And here's the bass drum as well.
That's nice.
So that's with an open tone, so not burying the beater. So it's,
Yep.
because it's non-ported on the front, and I'd recommend for this kit not to port it, just
Yep,
because
just give
unless
it
you
more
wanted
presence.
to put a small porthole and a little bit of dampening in there and get that real thuddy kind of. You
Yeah.
could get a real
But
low
you
thuddy
just
tone,
get a
but
bigger
yeah.
kick.
Yeah. So this one playing it open. And then if you bury the beater, it's
Yeah.
it's a nice punch, even without the hole on the front. But I'd probably play this one open tone, and then with the snare wires on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... That floor tom, again, has got a lot of... I'm feeling it come back through the
Yeah.
stage, which is just a beautiful tone.
Yeah.
Eminence. It's so
And I've
nice.
tuned these reasonably high, so the
Yep.
snares cranked. Toms are a little bit higher than normal. These are clear ambassadors, top and bottom.
Yep.
You can play around with this. You can lower it. You can deaden them up a touch, and you can get a meatier sound out of them as well. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised how low these can go.
Yep.
But this is just when I tuned them up. This is just
kinda
where
where
they
they sat.
felt like they should sit.
Yep. And I do like that the shorter bass drum it definitely gives more to it. Same with the floor tom. I'm a fan of shallower drums.
Yeah.
We both are really,
Yeah.
but I think they've done a great calibration on the volumes
Yeah.
of air
Yep.
that's in those drums
Yep.
to keep it pretty well balanced.
Yep.
It's really, really nice.
And they're just fun to play, and
Yeah.
that ultimately that's what you want.
Yeah, so this kind of kit would suit a pro drummer.
Pro drummer who's looking
Who's
for a
looking for-
smaller option
yep.
for there's a bag out there, ProTech multi-tom bag.
Yep.
That normally you'd fit a 16-inch floor tom, a rack tom, and a snare, maybe a throne top.
Yeah.
I have
the
one of
whole
those
kit.
bags. This whole kit fits in there, and the mounts and the floor tom legs in the side. Even a couple of
love
like the Tama light classic cymbal stands.
Yep,
A couple
beautiful.
of those fit in that, and the hi-hat stand in that bag, and you can
So it's a one car seat kit.
pretty much, and I've got a
That's
sedan, and
sweet.
I fit the whole thing in the boot.
Yeah,
And then
that's great.
bag of cymbals, some sticks, you're ready to go.
Yep. All you need's a roadie now to go and put it. Go set up my kit.
But yeah, you can fit this all in one bag. So
Yeah,
it's,
that's
you know,
great.
and for me, a pro touring drummer,
Yeah.
if I'm doing a local gig and I know that the stage is small, I know that I can take this out and not compromise the sound
Yeah.
and the quality. And I know I'm going to enjoy myself playing them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what this is catered for.
Definitely got the pro quality sound is there, absolutely there. And that's kind of the benchmark, really, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Well, look, I reckon there's one thing left to do, and that's to hear the kit.
Should we hear them again?
Let's hear it. I'll grab a sit on the lounge and strike up the band. Whoa, Jackie, that is so sweet.
So much fun
That
to
is
play.
popping.
Man, it's so much fun to play.
I could
Yeah,
see you
and-
hung in there longer. You're just
And you approach the drums differently as well. Like, wow, what a joy to play these. This is
yeah, it's really, really impressive actually. Such a compact kit. Now, what kind of price range is this set at?
Now, you're looking at, for the standard edition, like the black version, you're looking at retailing in Australia around that kind of 3 to 3.5.
Okay, good.
With the snare.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of in that zone. Being a special edition, limited edition finish, you pay more in that 5K range.
Yep.
Because you got different finishes, like premium
And for
finish.
a pro kit, that's the kind of, it's around the ballpark.
Handmade in
isn't
the
it?
UK. This is, again, only one of this in the world.
Yeah.
There's no other imps in the
Yeah.
world in this finish. So
Hey, what's that song with is it the girl from Ipanema?
Ipanema, yeah.
That's it.
Ipanema.
Ipanema. Anyway, sorry, I'm going there because the name keeps pulling me there.
So yeah, you're you know, I wanted to bring in kind of exclusive one-off pieces that are, statement pieces. These are kind of heirloom drums.
Absolutely.
we love collectible stuff. You and I
Yeah.
both collect a lot of drums, so
Yeah.
I wanted something here that was unique, something that whoever buys this, they're going to get a one of a kind.
Yeah. And
Handmade,
fall in love
handmade
with
in the
them too.
UK. The attention to detail. You're getting a story.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the details again. Special edition.
Yep.
It's telling you that this kind of kit is for those people that have other drums,
Yep.
and they really just want to have the luxury of having something compact, small, professional. I mean, this would record beautifully.
It would, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely record beautifully. So it's a pro piece of drum gear, it really is. So, and again, the cymbals sound great on it. So we've got some Murat Dirils
Yeah,
that we're
we've
running
got
with it.
some lovely Murats here. They're Turkish cymbals, beautiful 14-inch velvet hats, 18-inch velvet crash, which I've been using as a ride with this
I
kit
saw,
in particular.
yeah.
So it kind
And
of
it worked.
It's a crash, but it's a little crash ride, if you want to.
Actually, your ghost notes all came out again. They're all sitting there, beautiful.
And then the Chameleon series rides, which are Harvey Mason's signature series cymbals with Murat Diril. So these cymbals complement each other really well, and they go really nicely with this kit. Yeah.
Awesome. They're beautiful drums. Actually, this kit and the other kit, actually all three of them.
Yeah.
People can actually buy them if you want to buy these kits. You can actually call up Mululuba Music.
Yeah.
And you can buy them. You can buy them online. If you want. Call up and say, hey, I want that kit.
Yeah.
Tell them Jackie sent you. Well, it's a great kit. Well, look, guys, British Drum Co., thank you so much for making amazing drums that impress people like us who are a bit of drum nerds, and we owned most drum sets in the world. And this stuff still gets us excited about it. We love nerding over all this gear. Yeah. Beautiful drums. Thank you, Murat Diril Cymbals. Thank you, Mululuba Music, for allowing us to film here today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie, for coming in and sharing this stuff and your beautiful playing with us.
Oh, thank you.
This segment is called Gear, Gear, Gear. This is Killer Drums TV. I am Tony Moore, and we will see you on the next one.